now to introduce Robert Clay and Josh Snead from SEC Shorts, who performed on Wednesday, doing it once again here at Rudder Auditorium. What's up, guys? Look at that.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. I've been trying to get audience participation the entire time. You guys show up and we finally get it. So
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot a sketch here in a second. You all have parts, so please be ready.
Memorize those lines.
Also, I was expecting when I saw there was food, I'd be like, oh, people are probably eating some breakfast tacos or something. People are eating full-out cheeseburgers right now. Damn, my man.
those fries look fantastic.
They look amazing.
Yeah.
So when did you guys get here? Tuesday
Tuesday night, because there were some interesting flight situations.
Yeah, Southwest didn't treat us too great, so we got here about 9 o'clock. So
Okay.
then we've been going nonstop ever since.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Yeah. And so tell me a little bit about just how the idea to come to College Station came. I know you guys have done several other sites, right? Georgia, you did Athens. Where else have you been?
So normally we've been to we did Georgia twice, and we've done an Iron Bowl Auburn, Alabama show, and then we've done some smaller corporate only shows. This is probably our first one we've traveled far away for. Like we had to get on a plane for. I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, but we decided to come. I guess the George and Barbara Bush Library contacted us about maybe doing a show, seeing if we were interested, and we kind of went back and forth a few times, and then they finally decided to bring us out.
Mm-hmm. They're opening a new football exhibit on the history of Aggie football, so they're kind of celebrating that this week. So
We've got to see a little bit of it, and it's really
Is
cool.
it good?
It's definitely worth going to check out. It's it's going to be really cool.
So talk to me about the College Station show in particular. I some of the folks here have been, and they're telling me, oh, the Yell Leader skit is
That
crazy.
seems to be everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
So his overalls for that are perfect.
Okay.
Hannah's mom, or the Hannah Plays Hope, her mom helped us out with some of the costumes and stuff. And for his overalls for that, she nailed it.
I saw a picture of the front. The front of the overalls look pretty simple. It's just their name and their tradition on the front. I'm like, this is easy. And then I saw a picture of the back of them. I'm like, oh, there's so much stuff back there. So we tried to get them pretty accurate and had a little fun with them. We have met all the Yell Leaders while we've been here.
Oh yeah.
And they are so cool, and they've been so friendly. And so
They've heard there's a Yell Leader sketch too. They were like,
it's
so
all love.
one of you guys is making fun of the Yell Leaders. We're like, it's that guy right there.
Yeah.
So I think they
A bunch of ripped dudes in dairy outfits.
the most popular guys on campus. They're doing all right. Billy, thanks for coming.
Actually went to the office.
Hi, Billy. I sent you a text.
I went like one exit too far to the office, and then I was like, damn. If I was a Yell Leader, I'd probably have to do some push-ups
There
right
you go.
now.
Yeah.
That's why they're all fit like that.
Yeah.
It's all them.
So
dang
the ones who
push-ups.
mess up the most has to do the most push-ups, because there was one dude who was a little more ripped than everybody. Like, you're obviously the problem.
Not a good sign. Yeah.
Okay.
So which fan base, like, how do they react? The like an A&M fan base, which I think sometimes we can be a little sensitive. How do we react?
No.
We've been good.
Yeah. So you guys in Tennessee, you're both very passionate about your teams, but you also have a good sense of humor when you can take a joke when you've lost. So there are other teams out there, Auburn, Alabama, Florida,
Really?
that when you make fun of their teams, they're like, we're not having it.
See, I was going to ask you about that, because I'm fascinated by the dynamic, because we see it on our site. They just wait and anticipate y'all's drop every week, even when we lose. So I've dealt with the psyche, as everyone in here, of the Aggie fan base for so long. Y'all are the only ones that can really make fun,
Right.
where Aggies they enjoy it, and they have a great sense of humor about it.
Mhm.
But it's always fascinated me, because they literally sit there and wait until it drops after a loss, and they're like, we can't wait to see what they do. And I'm like, what? I've never seen this. I would have thought we'd be the worst, but that doesn't surprise me you say that, because I've noticed
Since we've been here this week, we've met a ton of people, and I hear that a lot. They're like, even when we lose, I can't wait to see what y'all do.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that we were the only people that were okay with that.
y'all are above it.
We're grateful for it though, because everyone's been.
We have way more fun in like a 2020 year like y'all do though. It's way more fun to do that than it's like, when it's a subpar year like last year. A little bit, but we have more fun getting to celebrate than poking fun. But hopefully it's all done in a good fun spirit.
Yeah.
If you can remind our audience how it all kind of came together, and then wasn't it Paul Feinbaum who kind of like took you under his wing, right?
Paul is the reason we exist.
Yeah.
Which is weird to say, but yeah, he's still a good friend of ours. But yeah, he's the SEC Network launched in 2014, and his show, you know, as you guys know, when you're doing your radio show and you're simulcasting, they're on for like 5 hours a day, you know. So and with the video part of it, he wanted to show some unique content. So he put out the call for, hey, if anybody wants to shoot in some videos of you guys just talking about how you feel. And we decided to shoot like a little sketch and just shoot that in there and just see what would happen. And they really liked it. And so we started putting them in every week. And then it just kind of went from there. And all of a sudden, we created the YouTube channel as just a way to send the video to his physical producer. And then all of a sudden, it's very weird that's the outlet now. So it's kind of weird how it's all transitioned out.
Yeah.
And you guys were with the newspaper for a little bit, correct? Before you decided
so
to...
after that year on Feinbaum, we AL.com offered to pay us to do it. So
we were doing it for love of the game that first year. Love of the game.
Yeah, which is hard to do week in and week out. We're like, why are we doing this? We're doing this for free for Paul Feinbaum.
But talk about another fun comment section. AL.com is RIP those comment sections. That was woo.
Yeah,
I'll bet that. How have Alabama fans taken to this year?
They just stop watching.
Stop
watching. Yeah. So, because we live in Birmingham, so we see people out, and they're like, "Hey, haven't watched the videos in a few weeks, but I bet they're great."
Well, I can only imagine, like, when you who has stopped you? Like, has there been somebody like, "Oh, the SEC short guys"? Has there been somebody like caught off guard that maybe has stopped you?
I was hoping Reveille was going to do it when we met her yesterday, but she just kept on strutting forward.
Yeah, there was meat in the room. So
there was a steak on the table.
Focused on that.
Snub jaw.
Just on campus, though, we've had a lot of students come up, which, I would say typically our audience skews a little bit more towards like our age, in that 25 to 45 range. But like, man, like a lot of students, we went to the ticket pool yesterday. So, they would come out of their tents and be like, love the videos, and then go back to sleep.
That is such an interesting thing, the ticket pool. You don't see that usually, but
freaking tense.
I don't know.
I know. I was like, you guys have QR codes here? Nope. Okay, cool. Get your ticket.
I have no idea. Like when we were, I don't remember that when we were in college. I don't know.
Tickets just showed up in your door.
I don't know who in our friend group was going to be doing that, but I don't feel like it would have been me.
It wasn't
you.
me.
Would have been you.
I'm not a line person. Okay.
If I got to wait in the line, I'm not going in. I don't need the VIP room. I'm good.
If y'all want a good laugh, that you go look up, and when it comes to the ticket pool, Google List Eater Texas A&M at some point. If you're not familiar with that story,
I'm gonna do that.
We've done a lot of research on Texas A&M, and if neither one of us has seen it, then
look, I promise, look that one up. You guys will get a hell of a laugh. You asked them. We were in Birmingham, Tuscaloosa last year before the game, and we were at, is it the Houndstooth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And I guess at least you had been in there. I don't know if you were with them, but. Mm-hmm. I leave for about 30 minutes. I come back and I have like 6 or 7 of my buddies, like separately, like not knowing that I'd already seen it, showing me like pictures of him standing there talking to people, pictures of them, selfies with him. Yeah, so I've seen it firsthand.
Oh, it's hilarious watching him walk around an Alabama game. He's just like, I can't get anywhere here. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes though, people don't care. They'll just. Yeah. And what's cool about having fans that are closer to your age, it's more just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst part is someone will be with who loves the videos will be with someone and they'll be like, you've probably seen all of their videos, and they just like, I want to be polite, but I don't know who you are. And they're like, I'm going to show you one right now, and we're all going to watch it together.
You have to watch your work.
Like, it'll be a husband and wife situation where the husband has seen every video and the wife has no clue who we are, but he's like, I've shown you these videos every week for 4 years. She's like, no.
Yeah.
Nothing. Got nothing. We just stand there like.
Am I right? You were a fan of both teams when you were younger. Am I right?
Well, so I moved to Alabama from Texas. I lived in Houston, and
big Oilers fan right there.
Oh yeah,
me too.
Love you, Blues.
Warren Moon, baby.
Yeah, Ray Childress, and
gig 'em.
And so so we moved to Alabama, and I was 12, and so once we moved there, family from different sides, Auburn and Alabama were just giving me clothes. And so I was wearing both shirts to school. And my basketball coach one day pulled me aside and was like, you got to stop doing this. You got to pick one team and go with it because you can't. Yesterday, you were wearing an Alabama shirt, and I was like, "Oh, free shirts." And so Alabama won the championship that year. So in true Alabama fan fashion,
I am now
I picked Alabama and just ran with it. So.
I was from New York. I did that with the Yankees and Mets. I flipped to the Mets during the Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry days.
That was a good year to do it, though.
Yeah, my uncle pulled me over, converted me, and then I went back to the Yankees for like when it was them in Alabama.
Well, they got Aaron Judge now. You got to go back to the Yankees for a while.
Well, and now he's an Astros fan.
Yeah,
He's back home.
Yes, that's what
I'm from Houston. Come on.
That's what kills me. I could have told you the amount of at bats Gerald Young had. When a certain year when I was a kid, and they never won anything, and now they win World Series. Now that I've moved away, my dad will call me every year like, "Did you see it happened again?"
You were there for the Lastros.
yeah. Oh, the uniforms with the orange and brown on them.
That turf, concrete turf. I think if they had grass, they would have been champs.
What's the deal with the Astrodome now? What's going on with that?
It's still there.
It's there.
Yeah.
They
literally do like dirt bike races.
Nothing.
And stuff. Nothing.
It's like
building.
It looks like I've seen videos of it. It looks like a museum from it looks like you're going to the Coliseum in Rome.
Wow.
But much uglier. It's more like in one of those old abandoned malls. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah.
That's what the Astrodome is like.
Did you guys ever go to the Mickey Thompson Off-Road Championship there?
I did not.
You did?
And the Mid-South Coliseum for the Sam Houston Coliseum for Mid-South Wrestling. That was another one. That was in the 80s. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask about when you're watching games, are you all have like a Google Doc and you're kind of putting your ideas on?
Do you have very organized?
Very organized. We have a napkin and we're writing with a pen on it.
Are you separate? Are you together? Or does it kind of depend?
It kind of depends a little bit. We try to watch together if there's like a huge game that's like, all right, obviously we need to talk about this one. And then other days, like last week, it felt like, they were there wasn't any real clear, I guess Florida, Tennessee was kind of the big one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think we try to really go through and identify the games that we can watch, and then we'll just kind of try to find a storyline in there. When we were doing the live show prep, that was taking so much time. So when we get back, we're gonna try to go back into it hardcore. But we really wanted the live show to be really strong, so we took a little bit of a break, I guess, from diving deep into the videos.
Yeah.
What's the reception been to the live show?
They've all been great so far. And we don't
such a cool idea.
So, we research and write for months, and then we rehearse for a month. But it's all just with ourselves. We rehearse in an empty office building. So we don't know it's funny until Wednesday night when we put it on stage. So the guys at the Rudder Theater, the grips and the sound guys and stuff, after our first run through, we were like, is it funny? Because we had no idea.
We were doing the first run through on Wednesday morning, and there was one guy in the theater, and you would tell a joke and you would just hear, yes, it worked. Yes, we might have something here.
We got one.
I read also that when you guys are shooting, it's all business. There's no fun and games, right?
Everybody thinks oh my God, these shoots must be so fun. No. They're because it's so fast. You have to if someone's bobbling their lines and giggling, it's you need to get it together because I'm going to be up till 4 a.m. editing this thing the longer you wait. So we still have fun. If we have fun, we have new people on. Mm-hmm. If it's just us, we have such a shorthand. It's just Josh, don't do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's down to business. You just got to get it done.
Mm-hmm. And what about wardrobe? Do you guys buy stuff years in advance and have a closet for it? How do you?
You should see our A&M stash now.
A lot of casts and neck braces. I'm sure.
We have a tub. We have an injury tub.
We have an injury tub.
Yeah. And it grows, every year.
Our neck brace has gotten so much work, though. It has just dirty old makeup on it now. We probably should get a new one, but we got so much Aggie gear while we've been here. So we've got the actual jersey. We've got the new one. We've got the jackets. It's been fun. So our Aggie look is going to be on point now.
We might. Hope might be stuck with A&M for a long time.
I know she's going to be here for a while.
If it wasn't for Georgia, if A&M would have been in the SEC, she could have been here since 1939. It's 84 years. That's what A&M's getting killed. Do you ever see that where the Longhorns really do it, but other LSU will do it a lot? 84 years, so it fit. We finally caught up to that Titanic meme.
Oh,
With the lady, you know, it's been 84 years.
We took a tour of that practice facility yesterday. So like, I think y'all might be close.
It's pretty
I
insane.
think y'all might be getting there.
Isn't that wild? The
yeah.
facilities.
Just imagine being 18 and you walk out of a room and someone's holding a smoothie that was made just for you. I
It
can't.
has like your name on it, and then they give you your diet pills that are just like with your name on it. And
It's your vitamins.
Josh ran a 40-yard dash on the practice field yesterday. It was,
Did you?
It was.
Did
How
they,
long did it take you?
3-4 weeks.
whatever. Yeah.
I just finished.
We had all these student tour guides, and they're just having to watch this 40-year-old men like, I'm gonna race you on this field. Like they're just like, what are we doing here?
How about you get all that stuff and you're a coach and you're showing all the recruits all that in 2023, everything y'all just saw, and they go, what about NIL?
Yeah, that smoothie was really good, but I'm gonna need $20,000 just to show up here. I know. The NIL thing, I still can't wrap my mind around it. Like I still feel like we're in the wild, wild west of it.
I do too.
And it's changed. Like I was telling Josh the other day, like I went to Auburn, so I used to know all the Auburn players, and you know now we have a new coach. We had like a huge influx of transfers. I don't know anybody on that team, so I feel like it's hard to keep up with those players, to keep up with the stats. It's just kind of like a revolving door now. I feel like so in some ways, I think the players definitely needed to be compensated in some way. I think at some point maybe we should. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
I think we're on the same. Well, you and I
I'm
are,
going on my soapbox here.
no, I think you and I are on the same page, and it's crazy when you have a coaching change, especially. It's
Yes.
I like Auburn. I'm studying up on this game this week, and I'm trying to. And this is why Hugh Freeze worries me, because it's like we know what he can do. You know they really haven't played anybody. Cal was a tough game, but there's going to be some new tricks and whatever he's got to unveil tomorrow at Kyle Field.
He may attempt a forward pass, Billy. You need to be on the lookout for that. I don't know. It might get tricky. I don't know.
It's the movable force versus the movable object
Yes.
here between that and A&M secondary right now. So
Everybody keeps asking me, how's Auburn going to do tomorrow? And I literally have no idea because I'm like, I don't know these players. I don't know what they can do. Like, I didn't know our quarterback could run until last week. So he can, though. They're also not calling me for the scouting report.
true.
Though.
We literally don't know about A&M either. That's the weird part. Like that's in the SEC West in general.
I know that Connor Wigman guy can throw.
Yeah.
Well, I saw one of your
Goodness.
offices overlooks the practice field, so I'm sure you guys get some.
How many times, be honest, how many times do you go out there and see?
No, listen. First of all, anyone that if you guys see me in a minute, like try to read this or look on my phone, you'll know first of all that my binoculars will have to be that big. So it's not me, but it's funny how many times I've gotten like because I'm friends with whoever's in there, but somebody will call me, hey, was there someone up there watching? And I'm like, yeah, we had Hugh Freeze up there and the SEC shorts guys, and we're up there recording practice today to sabotage the whole program. So no, I try to tell people just try to not be up there during practice so I don't have to. And it's always real nice, but it's like, hey, did you know if somebody was? And I'm like, yeah, we do actually have meetings up there from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not seeing a damn thing.
I have not done it. I haven't even been tempted. I don't want to get that phone call to the principal's office.
Yeah.
And have to explain that.
I bet to say someone's gonna like. Oh man,
The funny thing is we could, because they ain't moving those fields.
they're just gonna build like a massive 4-story apartment complex in front of you.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully that's what we're building right there one day.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out. I know tonight's show is going to be great, and I hope at some point you guys make it another trip here to College Station. We can connect again.
Thank you so much. It's been
That'd be
amazing.
awesome.
We love being here. Everyone's been so great, and Reveille was very nice to us. So it was great.
That's
It's
awesome.
really cool what y'all do. I think just to bring that, when you definitely want to tune in, like we said earlier, lose and y'all make these fan bases for the most part, maybe not Tennessee but make these fan bases Tennessee is one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Florida, whatever you make, outside of them, make everyone just have a great laugh early in the week when they're ready to, just jump off the nearest cliff. So
Yeah, that's why we have a job.
y'all are doing the Lord's work.
Well, thank you so much.
Watch this. You'll love this. Everybody, give it up to the SEC Shorts crew.
Thanks.
Robert
guys.
Clay and Josh Snead. Thank you very much. We're live here at the Angry Elephant.